This is a place you don't normally see me. Firmer, stronger and smoother. It looks exactly what it says on the tin. Oh! We're like, I did a thing! Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, Andy here, and also welcome back to the ST. We are going to be doing another little mod on this. I'm going to try and keep it fairly short, and I know when I say that it doesn't end up short. But the reason for this is because for this next mod, another YouTuber has just recently fitted this, funnily enough. So I'm actually going to shout him out in this because he's sort of done a little bit more detail on it. But I want to document everything I'm doing in the car, show you that I'm actually doing something for the very first time mechanical on the car, because pretty much I only do cosmetic stuff. Don't really know a lot of mechanical stuff, so... yeah, so I just thought I'm going to document it. But anyway, it's this torque mount from Collins Performance, which looks so nice and clean and fresh, and it's going to be probably going underneath the car, which, not probably, but it's going to be going underneath the car, which is probably going to be all dirty and rusty looking. And I've got to thank you, I'm going to do a bit of a shout out here as well, to blkyell.fez, because he actually sorted me out with this Collins Performance torque mount. He sort of has done all the different mounts, highly recommends them, and so yeah, really appreciate sorting us out with this, and I can't wait to get this fitted eventually. I've had it for a little while, but yeah, definitely go and check out this other Instagrammer. He's been doing loads to his Mark 6 as well, but also look at this, what he's just fitted, the Caterham inlet manifold, and it sounds awesome. So yeah, definitely go and check him out. Doing all sorts of other little mods as well. He messages me a lot more with more mods than I do on my car at the moment, so quite jealous of the mods that he is doing, especially with the inlet. Honestly, when I watched his video, I think it was on his stories, it sounds awesome. I mean, I really do want to get some engine mods done at some point on this car. But anyway, let's get the car jacked up. I'll get it on some axle stands. I've borrowed a torque wrench off my brother-in-law because I don't have one. I don't really have much sort of equipment really to do a lot of mechanical stuff on the car. So yeah, get it jacked up, take the old one off, keep the little mount, the bracket, because that's what you're supposed to do to attach it to the new one. And what I'll do is I'll probably do like a little bit of a sort of review on how I feel the car feels after it. And yeah, so let's cut to some footage of me doing that. So that's it, it's fitted. I'll just get back under the car and show you. So I use that torque wrench to do it nice and tight, and hopefully sort of you can see it's obviously really dark under here, but I'll do some pictures. I gave this a nice new paint of some Rust-Oleum just to sort of keep it lasting a little bit longer. But yeah, all seems to be in there tight and correct. Ugh. So that's how it sits underneath, with the various washers and spacers. This is a place you don't normally see me, is underneath a car doing a little bit of mechanics. But I'm happy that I did it myself. I know it's not like a big job or anything, don't get me wrong, it's pretty much nothing. Loosening a few bolts, putting in some washers, putting on the new one, etc. But, you know, I generally just clean cars, I do cosmetic stuff. Yes, I did do the power steering actually, which is probably one of the most mechanical things I've done on a car, and probably stuff like, you know, cleaning my air filter. But so to actually do this torque mount for me was quite a nice little achievement to do. So now I just hope that I have done it all correctly and safely. I think I have, and I really do hope so. But I guess maybe next time the car, you know, is in the garage or something, I'll just get them to just double check the tightness on those bolts. Now to actually see a more in-depth sort of tutorial on fitting this. I know I just did like a little bit of a sort of time lapse, but go over to Mend It or Mod It channel. He did, I think I mentioned at the beginning of the channel, he did a much more sort of in-depth review, and he did like a before and after with his GoPro, which was cool to see the sort of movement and the effect of the new Collins Performance torque mount over the standard one. Now, I haven't done that. I didn't want to go too crazy with the video because it is quite a small mod, but I'm just going to do a bit of a quick view of me sat in the car, and we'll see if I notice anything different to when I last drove the car. Right, so done a little bit of a drive. Just about to get on this dual carriage. I'm just going to put my foot down. I think it does feel a bit better. It's really weird, right? The car feels smoother. It feels a little bit more taut. But I'm not getting, fingers crossed at the moment, I'm not getting the vibrations that people have been saying. So when I go to change gear, it does feel a little bit firmer on the down change, but when I'm going up, the car feels, it's like it locks into place. It's like the gears are locking into place better, firmer and smoother and stronger. That's the best way to describe it. So it's like, it's improved in all aspects because it does feel smoother. Even on the acceleration, like just, you know, I mean like a high rev, just staying in it and just putting my foot down now and again. And it actually feels smoother. It's like it has lost that kind of little judder before the engine stabilises to get the power. It's just instant and it's smoother, so it is firmer, stronger and smoother. Like, I couldn't have asked for something better really. I mean, I don't know if it's what do you call it, like is it placebo? Like, because I'm looking for it, I'm noticing it. Now, is there a bit where I can pull in? Yes, there is. So I'm going to pull it in and I'm going to try and do like a launch. Feels good. It's really good. It gripped so well. It gripped better. It felt firmer and smoother. It felt more like some sort of modern car. Like, beforehand, what I used to get in this car was, even on a dry day, if I would floor it in first gear, standing still, you'd get that kind of like a bit of a bunny hop. Like, you sort of felt like the car was like doing a little hop at the front, like it wouldn't grip. And I've heard that that does reduce or improve that. And honestly, just then, that one test, I'll try and do it again probably, you know, when I keep driving the car. But that initial test just then pretty much gave you some good beans and nothing. It just went. Didn't, like, no bunny hop, very, very little in the way of any sort of wheel spin. Very impressed Collins Performance. Sounds so good. Oh, gear changing is so much better than it was. And it wasn't bad before, but it's like it's a train and it's just on these tram lines. And the gear changes, they are, honestly, the best way I can describe it is firmer and like smoother and stronger. Like, it's just a bit more instant. I'm not feeling any jerking or juddering or vibrations, nothing. Oh, that grips so well. That is awesome. I didn't get any bunny hop at all. No bunny hop. There was a little bit of wheel spin, but it was going with the wheel spin. It didn't feel like the engine was juddering, the front of the car didn't do any moving, it just stayed flat. So yeah, I am pretty happy, I've got to admit. It is really good. It definitely does seem to, it's a bit of bronze seal, it does exactly what it says on the tin. So, good product there from Collins Performance, highly recommend. Honestly, like, for me, my opinion in this car, with even one that wasn't that deteriorated, yes, it was a little bit worn, it was the standard one, it's a bit cracked, this has made a difference. I would like to do a big thank you again to the Instagrammer BLK Yelfez. You know, go and check him out. And as soon as they did this little sort of mechanical, would you call it, job mod myself, which I'm really happy that I've actually done because it's not the sort of thing I would normally do, then I feel like I can hear Clarkson in my head going like, I did a thing! It's just like, it's true. I'm quite happy I've actually done it. I know it's just a few little nuts and bolts, but you know, it's something that I've actually sort of mechanically fitted myself, which I never really do on this channel, as you know. Maybe there's more of this to come, who knows. Well, that just leaves me now to say thank you all for watching. Really appreciate any likes, comments, as always, and obviously any new subscribers is awesome. It's great to sort of have you join the community. Thanks all for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.